Alright, we're finally gonna finish up Janthir Wilds. So I'm very excited to get this done before the next expansion comes out and finally be caught up with everything. After taking such a long break from this game and whatnot. So, last we left off, the Ghost of Maban has sort of led us over here. After we defeated the Titans, the Titans kind of alluded to like a whole like, oh, the gate is open, and we kind of pieced together like, oh, something's going on in Bava Nevos, which is the Mersat city in Janthir Wilds. And then we do come across the Ghost of Maban, who is trying to lead us into the city to tell us that, hey, like, something is happening in there. You guys need to fix it quickly. Because we also learned that when Maban died back in Secrets of the Obscure, they had like a ward on this place to kind of keep it from, you know, going haywire. And now that Maban's gone, so too is that ward. And I guess as like a failsafe, like, I guess his ghost is like trying to tell us what we need to do to stop all this. Meet your allies outside of the sealed gate leading into Bava Nevos. Which we will do just that. Okay, that almost worked. No ramps, sadly. Also, yeah, I think Livia stole the Scepter of Ore and is planning to use it, although it's been kind of alluded that, like, the Scepter of Ore is going to be very important for how we're going to solve this issue. Because it has a little bit of history connected to the Mersat, the Seers, and whatnot.
We don't know the repercussions. Besides, we haven't exhausted all our options.
My patience is exhausted. Anise, you've searched this isle up and down. Think of the repercussions if we don't act soon.
I resent you putting me in this position.
I'm moving us toward a solution, one we already have. It's been in your hands from the start.
Rather curious that it's found its way back to your hands. Anise is wise not to take a thief at her word.
Let's not.
Difficult to steal what already belongs to you.
The Gabo belongs to no one. Trying to control it is a short path to it controlling you.
No. Quaint of you to assume me incapable of handling great power. Not that you would know anything about that.
Livia.
Uncalled for. Cheap shots won't win you any favor.
Quiet! All of you. Can't hear myself think.
Voice of reason
That
arise.
cutscene seemed very
Talk some sense into
awkward. I mean, with like with just like how it was framed, it seemed more like, you know, quickly thrown together, and like some of the shots kind of felt a little weird. All the animations kind of felt, you know, they felt pretty stock. That could have just been me just like in this mode, just walk up and listen to all this. It didn't have to be a cutscene, is what I'm saying. You know what? I'm gonna go with Livia's plan to use the scepter.
Livia has a point. We're dealing with a Mist's Gate and a Titan. Exactly what the scepter was created for.
You're not wrong.
The commander knows the value of taking the bold approach.
Please. The moment the word Titan was uttered, she burst into our council, jumping at any excuse to use the scepter.
I'm also
If this were a
want to be very
script
spiteful to
infestation,
Iskarin.
It would be her first choice of action.
Don't act like you're some pillar of morality.
Your allies will remember that you support Livia's actions, okay? Oh my goodness. So much AoE.
Vitality restored.
Just right out the gate.
The scepter is likely attracting them.
What was you done? Brandishing that scepter around like a toy.
Right. Why don't we just blast that part of yours at everything we come across?
Enough! Focus!
She has a point. We do use the Heart of the Obscure like pretty willy-nilly.
And you thought I was beat. I'm hemorrhaging.
This is quite excessive for like more excessive than usual, that's for sure.
That's it. I'm done wasting time.
Invigorating.
Just have to handle this myself.
Vitality restored. I know you missed me. Exhilarating. I'm 6 feet tall.
Oof. Yeah, it's just a lot of like it's a lot. Especially with like you're mixing in elites and veterans, which are already kind of tanky. Like this could have just been like regular,
She's right here. She was.
That imbecile.
you know, regular grunts and whatnot.
The gate. We need to stop her.
Livia, stop! It's power we don't...
Trust it, Anise. Trust me.
What's happening? She did it, didn't she?
So she did.
Looks like the magic that was keeping us out has become some sort of portal. Is it safe for us to use?
Seems so. Ren?
For our use, yes, it is safe. As for Livia, I'm not sure she's prepared for the toll the scepter will take on her. That, however, is her problem. For now.
What are we waiting for?
All right, fair.
What am I looking at?
What's left?
Avanisos is the Titan. Or vice versa. The other three did seem to meld with their environments.
Given how much time has passed, it appears the Titan and the city have become one and the same. Mabon, what exactly were you planning to do about this?
Livia!
Aside
She's
from
being
just,
attacked.
you know, leave it in our hands eventually.
So you decided
Although the
to
Cryptus
use my
invasion
weapon.
probably didn't help things.
Certain accident would help you see reason.
That's your takeaway? Annoying. Let's just get rid of these things.
Vitality restored!
So yeah, the giant city is a Titan. You can kind of like, it's kind of alluded with like, you know, like that's the mouth and whatnot. Which is, you know, that's a pretty neat concept. A living city. I dig it. Now, I was told that this this final chapter was kind of a downer, but we'll see together, and then we'll come to our own conclusion.
Accelerate! 6 feet tall!
Oh, there's more. There's still more coming.
Things are surprisingly well coordinated with each other.
If we've learned anything, it's don't underestimate the enemy.
Are they guards or something? Seems like they're defending the city.
Perhaps, in a sense.
Or maybe they're defending the body.
What is an army if not a society's immune system?
Invigorating! Why won't anyone help me?
Okay.
And you thought
I keep forgetting that like the conditions will still affect me when I'm using my shroud. Oh, and also like the Harbinger's shroud doesn't actually protect you.
accelerate!
Usually the Necromancer shroud can protect you. But I keep forgetting that you lose that tanking quality in this spec. Which is something I have to get used to. Again, nowadays I just play on my Mesburn Thief. And a little bit of Revenant, but that's just because, you know, the Halloween event's here.
Accelerating! Looks like they're handled. For now.
Ren, that immune system theory, I think there's something to it.
It would fit, given their nature as we've seen it. Though heterogeneous, they appear to be acting as part of a whole. We've seen the Titan spawn exhibit coordinated behavior. This suggests the same, given the scale of time and complexity.
I'm sure they'll only get meaner the further we push into the city. We need to choose our actions deliberately. And that goes double for you.
What is a camp doing here of all places?
Don't try to distract.
She's right. Look.
How was this not destroyed in the wreckage? Unless this came after the fall.
Only one way to know for sure.
Of course. Where chaos flourishes, the White Mantle are never far behind.
Yeah.
So they did make it to Baba Nisos. And not all that long ago from the looks of it. Were they the ones behind all of this?
We can't say for sure yet, but I do agree their presence was relatively recent and is generally rather damning.
Why don't you start by searching the perimeter? I'll have a look around the camp.
Yeah. I mean, last chapter I kind of pointed out, like, hey, like, it would make sense that the White Mantle would probably be here, because they worked with the Mersat. Let's see what we... These alchemical scales appear to have been used extensively. The notes nearby suggest the White Mantle were attempting to find a way to protect themselves against mistburn. They weren't completely mad, at least.
So it must have been them who opened the gate. Or at least one acting alone. What became of them?
We hear them. His voice is soft like moss, yet sound as the rock upon it which grows. Like a low hymn carried by the wind, it sings to us, beckons us forth. We must follow. The first steps towards the epochal end. Her fate has written it. It is only a matter of time now.
Was he losing his mind, or was the voice real? And if so, could it have been... I wonder.
The voice of fate calls upon me to see the journey of the unseen to eternal fruition. So with tomorrow's sun dawns a new era. Anointed by its rays, we venture forth free pilgrims, whose destinies intertwine to weave a transcendent tapestry of the divine. Ulrich returned. His lone communions with the wild rarely last long. He spoke little, and so we went on preparing a meager supper as if nothing had come to pass. We ate mostly in silence. That is, until the fire began to dwindle. Out of the dark, the voice called unto him. For it was they who had been chosen to realize the mission of the unseen ones, and thus it spoke to them. Chosen three, you are destined. Seek the gate. As the sun dawns across the wilds, you shall hear my voice, and I shall be your guide. You who must open the gate, so fate has written it, so make it be. To think mere hours ago, our vision was clouded by woes ephemeral. We are so close, though I can't recall my last full meal. My mind has never felt so sated. This hand-drawn map is marked with copious notes and diagrams, showing the White Mantle's journey across Janthir and finally into Bavanithos. Their journey was not easy. They were dedicated. Journal? Oh boy, so much reading.
Not quite. They almost sound more like prayers.
Which means I'm not gonna really read all this. I'm sorry. I'll just kinda... like read it to myself a little bit. Yeah, they were not fond of Caudicus, which was Living Story Season 3 stuff. Because he really wanted the throne. This barrel has been stuffed full of rolled up documents, both new and old. There's no discernible order to the documents, and no consistent subject, save for White Mantle involvement. Why'd they bring all this with them? The drawing.
3 titans, 3 white mantle. Can it really be that simple?
I mean, it's already been, like, told to us that the Mersat have been sacrificing people, which means that they probably have been sacrificing the White Mantle, most likely, for their experiments. So, you know, it's alluding to something.
Things were really not going well for them. I wonder what that city has in store for us.
Oh my goodness, this is a three page. Fish buttering. Yeah. They were basically like not even sure if like they're just going crazy or, you know, if it was actually like an actual voice reaching out to them. This bow appears to have been brought by one of the White Mantle. From the wear marks on the grip and the arrow shelf, you can tell it has seen a good amount of use. Leave the bow alone.
They really believed themselves the righteous ones until the very end. Tragic. The others need to hear this.
Yeah, so these three were just like, from what I'm getting is that they really did not like Cauticus, and they wanted to be more true to how the White Mantle was originally, which was in service to the Mersat. Whereas Cauticus was using the White Mantle to essentially reclaim the Crichton throne and whatnot. Well, not reclaim, but like claim it for themselves. Which it does tie in a little bit to that. Which is how they got him, roped him in the first place.
Of meddling, and you'd think they'd develop some self-awareness.
You're one to talk.
Excuse me? None of you were getting anywhere until I took action. You'd still be standing around with your thumbs up your...
You know, Livia, you're right. You took plenty of action, abandoned us in battle, put our lives at stake. Sure, you could have killed us along with half of Tyria, but I'm getting the impression you really don't give a damn.
Oh.
I'm tired of arguing. Gods know you won't listen to anyone but yourself. You've already made that perfectly clear. Take whatever the hell action you want, and while you're at it, you can shove that scepter up your...
Countess.
Go on. You have my blessing. Not that it means anything to you.
A niece.
You heard her.
Livia, if you sink this city, you better pray the scepter takes you with it.
Deal.
I mean, we've always known Livia was kind of very much a wild card, even back in season 3. And probably even like further back in Guild Wars, but I haven't played the original Guild Wars, so I can't really speak much for that. Commander, I hope you're in a better frame of mind than the Countess, or the others. We've got work to do and no time for petty disagreements. And you? Are you prepared for what's next?
I'm ready when you are. We'll give the others time to parse through your White Mantle findings. and cool their tempers.
I've never seen the Countess have an outburst like that before. You struck a nerve.
Oh, please. That one's always had a temper. As a girl, she broke a kid's nose after he dipped Jenna's braid in quill ink. She hit hard, too. Never thought he'd stop crying. Unfortunately, he was the Baron's kid. That took a while to smooth over. She's got the will of a Dolyak, and the stubbornness makes her good at what she does. Hard not to have faith in her. Sometimes she just needs a nudge to give her momentum. That's all I'm trying to do. Not sure she sees it that way.
Let's check in with everyone to make sure. Ah, Wayfinder. Should have known someone with your reputation would be in the vanguard. Ludo and I are here to help Lady Livia with her mission. Are you here with the Alliance, or...?
In a sense, but say, you must be the commander. Between Anise and Casimir, I've heard enough gossip over the past decade to spot you in any crowd. Largely good things, mind you. But where are my manners? Benktoverson, fourth Vale of the Mesmer Collective, will be seeing more of each other soon, I suspect. Don't need Raven's foresight to know that.
Did the Countess ask you here?
She did. I have some personal stake in seeing Mabon's legacy upheld, even if that means bearing some of his burdens. That said, I expect I'll be asked to keep a third eye on the Lady Livia and that scepter of hers. Never a dull moment, huh?
Commander, Wayfinder, good to see you again. Even though I may wish the meeting could have been under better circumstances. Counselor, you're here in person?
Contrary to expectations, some on the Arcane Council don't mind getting their mitts dirty now and again. You may recall that I backed her during the Scepter vote, recent actions aside. Never mind that I have a vested interest in Lady Livia's success. It would reflect poorly on me and my percipients were she to fail in her mission.
How will you be assisting the Alliance?
All in due time. For now, Countess Anise wants to get the Fourth Vale and I up to speed on operations. That means bouncing back and forth between here and the staging camp in the Barrens. Eventually, one can extrapolate that it will lead to us joining Livia's push into Bavanisos proper. An electrifying prospect, is it not?
We lowlanders get heated with each other at times, but these wizards are giving me a headache. Are they always like this? Well, not quite like this, no. How are you holding up? Fine. Just need to smooth my tufts. Seeing friends argue always makes me uncomfortable, especially when I'm not sure how to help. Sure, things will work out, though, once nerves are calmed. I bet you're right. Hang in there. What about you? Wayfinder? I'm afraid there's not much more to say. Whether we like it or not, Livia has acted for all of us. The path before us is clear, even if it's not the one we would have chosen. Do you think Livia could be right? Perhaps we may find that to be true. When all is said and done, that doesn't mean I can easily forget or forgive. She will answer for her actions, that much I can guarantee. I guess we'll see how things shake out. I don't mean to be curt, Commander, but I could really use a moment to myself. Understood. I'll leave you to it, Countess. Goodness, Wayfinder, that Livia woman would drive even the most sober bearkin to the honey wine. She could leech even Alder's stoicism. It takes centuries to carve out a personality like that. Hey, don't blame it on age. Not all of us end up that grating. Then again, He does remind me of Ren in some ways. Maybe you're onto something. The best we can do right now is stay focused. All right. I think I've seen and heard enough. What's next?
Looks like it's just us for now, Commander. I'm in agreement on this whole immune system theory. If we can knock out parts of the whole, we'll have the advantage. The body is an interconnected system after all. As for the Mist Skate, it's sure to be heavily protected. Some simple divide and conquer and we'll have our in.
And another mastery point for me. And bear box. the Ursa coins have definitely been nicknamed bear box by the community.
Is this thing? Yes? Good. We've entered the mall, beset by an unnatural foe. Join us.
Right, weaken the Titan by completing events in Bavanisos. Titan's defense is weakened. Alright, so we gotta do events. It's been a while since we've had like one of these kind of progressions in the story. It does look like the meta event is probably going to reset.
I'm nigh invincible.
Ouch. Oh, everybody died. Even outside of the city.
Someone check in on that for me.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, I haven't really done too much on this map personally. The previous one I've done a little bit here and there just to, you know, get the heart collection out of the way. This one doesn't have a heart collection on it. Although, from what I've seen of like some bits and pieces, it definitely does feel like that the Mistburn Barrens was meant to have more to it, but that content was cut. Which is a shame because there was a lot of potential in that with how they had that set up. And something tells me that Bavanisos was actually kind of like between Bavanisos and the Mistburn Barrens. I think those were supposed to be one map, just one whole map, and it was supposed to be pieced together similar to how Drizzlewood was like 2 parts during its releases.
Looks like teeth.
You are all weak. Accelerate! Accelerating!
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't, considering that like Fire Emblem is kind of more treated like a flagship title nowadays. that they haven't done like a re-release of the Wii and the GameCube one, which was, I think that's all of Ike's, isn't it? Because I definitely remember that the Wii one was definitely like kind of like a sequel to the GameCube one. An easy duo pack, yeah.
Wait, Mother. Meet you at the Alliance staging grounds. Bring only yourself. I found something and have a feeling it'll be delicate enough on its own. Don't need anyone stirring the pot.
Understood. I'll head there now.
All right. Finally, story progress. Okay, and it only took us so long. Binding blade and blazing sword.
Can someone check in on that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Now here's a question. The Warrior series spin-off that they tried to do, was that any good? Or was that kind of like eh? Or it just depends on like if you like that kind of gameplay?
I can't interrupt it.
Return to the Alliance staging grounds, okay. Never played the first FE Warriors? Okay. Okay. Because I know those games are kind of like hit and miss. It depends if you like mindless grind or not. Because I know Hyrule Warriors was pretty grindy. When I first played it, I'm just like, oh, wait a minute, this is kind of... Like, yeah, it hits dopamine levels of just like doing silly stuff and taking out like huge armies of stuff. But if that was just it, there was really no point to the grind. Personally, most of the cast was Fate's Awakening with like 3 or 4 characters from prior games. Yeah. So it feels like it wasn't as fan servicey, I guess. Or something.
I'm here, alone as requested.
I found another of Mabon's memories. Figured it was best discussed among a select group.
No need to mince words.
Olivia hasn't been winning anyone's trust lately. We thought the matter too important to risk another
Among Us
incident.
Guess that's not unreasonable. Well, let's see what else Mabon has to say.
I told you, Baba Misos is no more. We are fated to much the same. I gave you the chance to end my misery. Instead, I'll end yours. What good is it? Prolonging the inevitable. How small you seem now. Alone and trembling, without your kind to shield you. Small and alone. This is your final chance. Fight back! Look around you! My kind has killed for less. I am ashamed. This ward will keep you safe here for
Okay.
the time being.
He was casting a spell, okay.
Until I figure out what to do with you. It's not worth it killing you. It never was.
He spared the stranger's life. Even after it killed his entire people. He was honorable.
What a weight to carry.
And still, he kept it from me. Should have been all the more reason to tell me, given everything. The fool. Then he just left the problem to grow. Never knew him to be so irresponsible. I'm beginning to wonder if I knew him at all.
Well, sometimes you ignore a problem, hoping it sorts itself out. Except that usually makes things worse.
Let's not get carried away. I'm sure he expected it to go back through the Mist's Gate, not loiter here for centuries.
Why didn't it return to the Mists?
I don't think it could. And maybe it was waiting for him. Regardless, it doesn't change our mission. If anything, it makes it more dire that we bring closure. For Mabon.
You're right, Anise. And that starts with all of us working toward the same goal. All of us. For Mabon. I'll call Livia.
It was fan servicey if you like the 3DS games. You know, back when the Wii U version of the Smash Brothers game was like, you know, releasing characters and whatnot, they really did try to hammer in like the 3DS line of Fire Emblem, did they? Like they really wanted that to be good for some reason.
Livia, I've reconvened with the others. What's your status?
Excellent timing, Wayfinder. I'm in the heart chamber. We retired the other vitals and are clearing the last...
Livia, are you there?
Need backup. Get here ASAP.
You heard her. To the heart chamber at once.
Okay. We're going back in the city again.
Its innards are looking the worse for wear. That's promising, at least.
There she is!
Took you long enough. We knocked out the other vitals. Just need to stop this heart.
Invigorating! 6 feet tall! Clear the ambush first, and then we can deal with the heart.
On it!
I don't know. My feelings on Fire Emblem is that I personally like Advanced Wars type of setup. That's how I got into Fire Emblem. Like, oh, it's, you know, it's familiar ground. And then I realized, oh, units are not replenishable. Got it. So it was kind of hard to like kind of get into Fire Emblem as heavily. I feel like I can appreciate it nowadays. But I'm also kind of like, I don't know. Some of the more recent changes to it feel kind of, I don't know, it doesn't rub me the right way. Or rather, maybe it's just exhaustion from it, from like how consistently they released stuff back then.
You better.
All right. Now let's stop that heart. What are we waiting for?
You've done admirable work thus far, but it appears the Mist Gate is directly fortifying the heart.
So, we'll take out the gate. The scepter will take care of it.
Yes, it can, but it will require all of its power to do so. I'm afraid a sacrifice must be made.
What do you mean, sacrifice? I've used Legavo for centuries. It doesn't just run out of power.
Closing a Mist Gate is in a tier of magic all its own. Even for Tyria's greatest wizards.
I know what you're playing at. I swear, if you think you're going to con me into leaving...
Listen to me. This matter is far beyond the childish feuds of the physical realm.
What's the gate doing?
Great!
Uh-oh.
You distracted me, and now we're being ambushed again.
What are those?
Creatures of shadow. Abominations.
Oh,
I've
we're
seen
now
enough.
getting into shadow
Weapons,
creatures.
now!
Which, you know, the possibility of, a certain war god's brother getting into mischief is still on the table. And they too were dabbling with shadow creatures of an army variety. Last I checked. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing what the Inquest has been up to lately. Oh, so much dazing. So much dazing. I guess this is why I didn't like wanted to swap back to Harbinger, because like Harbinger doesn't it's pure damage. If you leave them be, it's pure damage. But if you start like dazing them and whatnot and like eating away the health, then like, you know, that pure damage doesn't mean anything.
I'm trying. They're not responding to it.
Hey RQ, welcome on in. We are under fucking attack. But are we winning? Maybe. It's hard to tell. The shadows keep coming and they keep on coming. And they don't stop coming.
Countess!
Anise!
Don't worry, Countess. I've got your back.
Tall.
I owe you, Cookie.
It's nothing. We killed one. The gate spits out two more.
The youth is correct, Olivia. The Scepter's power is futile against these creatures any day.
Lawrence! Olivia! Just close the damn gate!
Shut up! Just let me... Legaba was trembling. It's never done this before.
He's here.
Who here? Who are you talking about?
Apologies for the
Oh.
dramatic entrance. Allow me to lend a hand.
Oh, it's Maban. Okay.
I don't believe it.
It's really you.
Hello, old friend. It's been too long.
So it has.
I haven't the energy.
Okay, now we're winning. Because again, the Mistgate, like that's pretty much like Spirit World stuff. To kind of like dumb it down a little bit, I guess. Short form, Spirit Gate. Long form, it's a realm of like different timelines and whatnot. Which also where the dead reside as well. Well, not really, but ah, there you are. You've got number one. Congrats on being #1 this stream, Robo. Okay. What are we doing? We're all just gonna get in formation. Okay, got it.
That should do. For a time, at least.
I believe I'm owed an explanation. Several, for that matter.
Glad to see you haven't changed. I owe you all explanations. Though time is short, I'll do my best to provide them.
Wayfinder. It pleases me to see my faith in you rewarded. As I said, I owe you all explanations. Though time is short, I'll do my best to provide them. Is sacrificing the Scepter of Ore really necessary?
I'm afraid so. In order to close the gate permanently, we will need to rely on the power vested in the Scepter of Ore. Given its historic ties to the Mists, an instrument of its caliber is uniquely suited for such an offering. The Seers crafted Legavo to keep beings from the Mists at bay, and it will be used to do just that. I'm sorry, Livia. I know this is no small sacrifice.
Why did you keep all of this hidden?
A fair accusation. I suppose I was fatigued from all the senseless bloodshed. I returned here to mourn, to reflect, and amidst the destruction stood Cybers, the last of his kind, a kindred spirit. So I cast a protection ward, assuming he'd return to the Mists. I could not have predicted that he'd await my return. I aimed to gift him a chance at another life, same as Astaran gifted me. Instead, I doomed him to a much crueler fate. I was not yet prepared to admit my folly, to myself, or to those I hold dear. For all of it, I feel immense shame.
So basically you were just like, yeah, I don't want to kill him because I feel bad for them, but did not know the consequences of it. How are you keeping the gate closed?
I've tied my life force to the Mist's gate. It will remain shut for a time, but not long, I'm afraid.
Life force? But everyone's been saying you're dead.
Poised arrow.
You're quite correct. I am dead. In the world of Tyria. Once other realms are involved, it complicates matters.
Yep.
The gate is anchored to multiple beings. One in Tyria, Cybers, and then multiple in the Mists. Myself being one of them.
Multiple beings in the mist. Who else is the gate tied to?
Yes, 3 in fact. They are the ones responsible for taking advantage of my death to open it.
The 3 White Mantle members.
Very good. Ulrich, Tatiana, and Judge. Or as you know them, Greer, Decima, and Ura. By releasing their souls from the realm of torment, you can close the gate for good. But you must act soon.
That's Bartholomew's? Oh, you mean like... Yeah, voice actor-wise?
I suspect a few touchstone objects exist within the confines of Tyria that will be key in their release. Scour
Yeah,
the hidden corners of Tyria known closely
yeah, I
to the
know.
White
I'm
Mantle.
very good at reading.
You'll surely find them. You're likely to be quite familiar with some of them already, Wayfinder.
Yeah, same voice actor. Yeah, Mavon's voice actor definitely does sound familiar from different games. I have about 1,000 questions.
There will be time for further musings, but for now, I ask that you make haste recovering the touchstones, Wayfinder.
More accolades.
There's definitely a lot of familiar voice actors in this game.
some astral water stuck in the Mersat mirrors. Can someone check in on
Never
that for
give me
Yes, ma'am.
never give me a fantasy name to sight read. I will butcher it to pieces. Commander, to no one's surprise, Maban and the wizards have employed their typical cryptic form of guidance. I'm sure you've left with more questions than answers about how to proceed. To that end, I'm sending you this report on known White Mantle activity over the past several months. Hopefully this will help you track down these touchstones. You can thank me later, Livia. Okay, hideouts at the Shining Mantle continue to monitor for activity. Divinity's Reach, Brisbane Wilds. Shire of Beetleton, which... that makes sense. All in Kryta, basically. Shire of Beetleton was all like Oticus's stuff and whatnot. I'll leave that to you to judge. Okay. I gotta clean up my inventory. I gotta, like, buy some equipment. Hold on. Hold on. I need replacement picks.
I'll be on my way.
Cause that... Okay. So, locate the first touchstone in Rookton in Divinity's Reach. So we're going back to some old maps. Good old Divinity's Reach.
Excuse me, Minister? Yes, you have visitors.
No. Okay, we're gonna play this game where I have to follow the arrow, but the arrow is not very helpful. Got it. This could have just been a star. I'm just saying. Or just, you know, show me the circle. On the surface, nothing appears particularly interesting about this banner bearing the Crichton royal family crest. Examine the banner more closely. Moving closer, you can see the banner is thicker than expected. It looks as though there is more than one layer of cloth hanging from the frame. Take it off. Alright. Strange altar. This appears to be some sort of altar placed here with reverence. The candles on its surface burn with unnatural flames and smell vaguely of brimstone. Right, bell's strange. I feel like that structure should not be holding up that bell that well. Prayer booklet.
Judge's prayer book. Seems inoffensive enough. Well, words can certainly shape your views, though some people will shape words till they fit their views. That's usually when things get dangerous.
You know what? Let's go take a quick BRB real quick. Hold on, let me find a... Yeah, let's just lay in the water right here for like 3 minutes, yeah. No, not like that. There we go, alright. We'll be right back. I'm gonna get myself a fresh bottle of water, so that way I can stay properly hydrated. We'll be right back. You know the rules. Don't buy anything. By the way, we are back. I made a little bit of popcorn during the BRB. Alright, next spot. We gotta go to the Brisbane Wildlands. I can still hear the popcorn sizzling too, that's really odd. Never noticed that. Well, there's a bunch of mining nodes here. Oh, just two. I'm only gonna take the iron.
Help me over here.
I am very off target. That's very strange. Cause it showed me like around here, and then now it's telling me to go all the way over here. Hmm.
My friends will see to you.
Of course, it's with all the bandits.
This is fine.
A white mantle badge. Looks like Tatiana's. A mark of status as much as belonging. Should have been more careful where she sought to belong.
The banner proudly displays the familiar white emblem of the white mantle on the field of crimson red. Hard to believe that groups like this can endure for so long. This white mantle appears to have been crushed by the rubble surrounding the body. The man died recently, as the body has yet to show signs of decomposition. Where did this rubble even come from? What other hints do we have here?
The fun's over here.
Not much else. Alright, then we gotta go to the Shire of Beetleton in Queensdale. Kinda surprised it doesn't take us directly into Codicus's manor too, but then again, like, we're long done with Codicus. So there's really no point with actually even doing anything with his mansion anymore. Things strange in this. In this house. Ah, yes. The shield propped in the corner looks recently smithed, as though it has never been used in battle. It proudly bears the crest of the white mantle in the center of the boss. Ceremonial, perhaps? Despite it being carved from lifeless stone, the visage of this statue glares at you with hooded eyes and a disapproving scowl that fills you with a strong sense of judgment and dread. Is that meant to be Caudicus? Kinda does look like him. There's the torch.
A torch from Caudicus's estate. Must have been a gift to Ulrich. I'm sure a gesture like that comes as high praise to his most devout. Personally, I'd take it as an insult. Looks like that's all of them. I should really get back to Bavanisos. Mabon can only hold the gate so long.
Alright.
Someone get me a report on the Murtaugh Tower situation.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, now there's people here. Where were they when I needed to complete those events?
Keep them away.
Wayfinder. We've always seemed to meet in the nicest places. Given the present conditions, Frode sent my squad here to stand ready to take you deeper into the belly of the beast. Just say the word. What can we expect deeper inside? It's chaotic. You've seen the defenses the Titans got. Once you go inside, all bets are off. But that's what we're here for. My infiltration experts will make sure you get where you need to go. Thanks.
They're restoring the connection. Keep them away.
We're going to perform surgery on a city.
I located the touchstones. All mementos from their time with the White Mantle.
Imagine having such a sad life that your most valuable possessions are from joining a cult.
People in impossible circumstances tend to seek hope in impossible salvations. Tormented as their souls might be, these items shall resonate with their owners enough to cleave the demonic essence.
If it were up to me, they'd rot in the bowels of that hellscape for all eternity. That I'd consider justice.
As might I. But if the price of their damnation is the birth of more Titans, does that not compound the injustice?
There will be time for philosophical discussion later. I cannot hold this gate indefinitely.
No use delaying. Let's move out.
I guess we finally get to go in here. Oh, but I gotta wait for everyone first. Hold on. Please, after you. Okay, now. Boundary of failed creations.
What is this nightmare?
Right. This is your first time here. We're in the realm of torment, deep in the mists. It's sort of an afterlife.
The foundry of failed creations, to be precise. The abyss from which Titans are born.
Mabon said the tormented souls are anchoring the gate from here, so they should be nearby.
Oh boy. This looks pretty neat.
Ren, you were here before? Do these demons look different than you remember them?
They do appear to have changed. It's been quite some time since my last visit.
You've been here?
Centuries ago. I had to clean up after some heroes.
He says with such disdain, knowing that it was the player characters from Guild Wars 1 probably, maybe. Because I definitely know that the story definitely takes you to this place. I guess my only regret with like playing through Janthir Wilds is not playing through as a Char, because the Char do have a little bit of history with the Titans. Just a tiny bit.
Sorrow, you said this place is like an afterlife. So, not everyone who dies ends up here, right?
No. It's mostly just for corrupt souls. It gets more complicated than that, but nothing to worry about.
Oh. Okay.
Don't worry, Pokey, you're not gonna end up here. That's where like the whole missing, where it's like it's an afterlife but not really kind of goes into it. It's very non-Euclidean, because you got like the fractals and everything, and you got just a lot. There's a lot about the myths we don't know about. Because yeah, you can get spirits from coming from it, but there's also alternate timelines and whatnot. And even me just trying to like paraphrase it is like not quite right. It's a very neat concept though.
I feel 6 feet tall.
There they are. That has to be them.
Approach with caution. I sense their hunger through the scepter.
You've traveled far to bear us this scepter, long used in our kind's subjugation. It has found its rightful home. With it, we shall rule our own destiny. So it is written. So it is our divine right.
Kneel now and relinquish our gift. Then maybe we'll allow you to leave unharmed.
I watched my homeland burn at the hands of your kind. You think I'd bow to you, let alone gift you such power? The shadow has warped your minds. We'll be sure to set them straight.
Always the weak link. Cyrus knew it and played you like the pawn you are.
You speak falsehoods. Retribution will meet you in the end. Sounds like it's meeting you first.
Wayfinder, the prayer book. Use the heart to channel its essence into his soul.
By God's light, I smite you.
His own righteousness. I can't stand
or something like that. Anytime an energy beam gets involved, I can't help but to think of it. Just that stupid little meme. At least the NPCs are here to help me get off my back. That is a lot of confusion. I don't like that.
That'll silence you.
Oh, joy. Died too many times.
The heart, Wayfinder. Channel the badge's essence into her soul.
I guess my question is, well, I guess it makes sense that the city itself turned them into Titans.
Invigorating.
So, yeah, because like it's implied that these aren't like ancient spirits, like from Livia's time or whatever. Because these are very fresh-faced White Mantle people.
In the name of Conicus, our soul! Conicus's torch. The heart will channel its essence. Do it, Wayfinder.
Pick better heroes next time.
That should do it.
Small-minded fools. They didn't deserve absolution.
Some may very well say the same of us. Perhaps none of us are so deserving.
Either way, it's a discussion best saved for Tyria. I've had my fill of the underworld for at least another century.
Take us away. Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta walk back. Okay. Yeah, because the portal is all the way back there. You can't just wizard portal us out. Got it.
I am death incarnate.
Not the greatest
Well, my friends.
boss fight.
You corrected my mistake when I could not. And here I thought Epoch was your finest work to date.
We did not shoulder those burdens in solitude. What a difference it makes in trusting the confidence of others. Though, perhaps some could learn to be more patient so as to encourage such trust.
Lessons abound. Now all that remains is to close the Mist's Gate from this side. And then, I'm at rest.
So, this is goodbye, then. I'm grateful I had the chance to say it this time.
As am I. It's good to see you back. You're right where you should be.
Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
I like the sound of that.
Anise, keep Livia in line. Livia, you do the same for Anise. I'd tell you to keep her safe as well, but I know her better than that. She's more than capable.
You know me well. You'll be missed.
Iskarin, I chose the Wayfinder for a reason. Place faith in one another, and each give the other a reason to do so.
You have my word.
Yes, well, I think it's about time, Livia.
Fine.
Goodbye, my friend.
Farewell. Thank you.
Wayfinder. So this is goodbye once more. Suppose we're getting better with practice. I'd certainly say so, and I meant it earlier. You do have my word. It's not yours to give me pause. Though perhaps Eparch was correct on one notion. You and Isgarn bear some things in common. I trust you both to navigate them. We've managed this long, ask Eparch, though you already seem well aware. I have my ways. Maintain that amenity, and it will serve you well. Take care of yourself, Wayfinder. Farewell, Mabon. The Mist Gate beckons you back to Tyria. You can sense that Mabon has set it to deliver you safely to the Alliance staging ground in Mistburn Barrens.
What is that? Make it stop!
I'm sure he's fine. We can ignore that.
Have never traveled this far north.
I don't know. This has never happened to one of us before. But we've never been able to cure.
I'm sure they're fine. We can ignore that. Oh, we have to go all the way to Lion's Arch. Okay, well, I'll just teleport over. It's gonna be really weird. This is gonna be really weird to look back and be like, oh yeah, it was Halloween at this time when I was doing this.
Long live Lion.
Welcome, Commander. The Council is waiting for you in the audience chamber.
Thank you.
I, Counselor Ludo of Ratasum, call this session to order. As we are here to discuss recent events in Janthir and Bavanisos, Countess, would you care to deliver your report?
Of course. We traced the cause of the Titan outbreak to the White Mantle. They were sent into Janthir on Caudicus's behalf before his death. They were searching for a Mist Gate in Bavanisos to give their leader an upper hand. To what end, we're still parsing out. They were all killed, but they were also successful in their mission. Hence our little Titan problem. But that problem has been resolved. The Titans are dead, all 4 of them. The gate is sealed. Commander, you were a first-hand participant in these events. Can you confirm for the Council?
So, when they meant by all 4, that includes the city, because the meta event of the Bavanisos map was killing the heart of the city. So that's our 4th Titan that we killed. Just for a little bit of context.
I can testify to the Countess's report. We were able to defeat the 3 initial Titans, and then a 4th. It had been living in the city since the city fell. When the White Mantle entered the ruins, it manipulated them into opening the gate. The Scepter Legavo played a significant role in sealing it. Livia's judgment aside.
You think carefully about what you believe that the Tyrian Alliance should focus on at the conclusion of your report. Let's see. We'll remind them of our judgment.
My approval of Livia's use of Legavo was made clear. Though we emerged victorious, I'm prepared to face whatever judgment this council deems necessary.
In short, the gate was sealed, the Titans were defeated, and the Scepter of Or was lost to the mists.
Thank you both. We will be meeting throughout the coming days with the rest of the Alliance to scrutinize every detail. There's much work to be done, including providing the Coden with any supplies needed to recoup their losses while aiding our alliance. We will also discuss Livia and the Commander's penalty, though the Council knows where I stand on those actions. Is losing my beauty routine not punishment enough? But for now, the rest of you can pat yourselves on the shoulder. Dismissed.
To celebrate your victory, we've organized a bit of a soiree that will commence later this evening. A well-earned reprieve. Collect yourselves. Mourn. Heal. And acknowledge what we've all experienced. Just as the Bearkin taught us.
Indeed.
Oh, now that I've established myself as a hero for the songbooks, I figure Lowland Ambassador is next on my list.
My son's confidence has never wavered, even when it should have.
And my pa's nerves have never stilled, even when his son has made a name for himself as a guardian of Janthir.
You've done well, son. You've weathered life's storms with the very poise your ma hoped for. Much of what I sought to teach you, you've taught me by way of example. Bravery, weathering grief, granting forgiveness. I am proud beyond words. Just as your ma would be if she could see you now.
Ma would be just as proud of you. We've had a tough go of it. Come on. We've earned a celebration.
Let's see if this alliance can put on a party half as good as us lowlanders.
Yeah!
Just quietly shoveling popcorn in my face while listening. Commander, come to wish me well before they haul me off to wherever they decide to haul me off to? Do you regret what happened?
Not in the least. I suspect the Alliance would have come to the same decision eventually, but time was not on our side. I did what I had to do, but I also accept whatever repercussions I may face after. And I'll make sure the Council knows how foolish they would be to punish you for my actions. I'm responsible, not you. For starters, I've been uninvited from your little party. I suppose it's fair. I'll just have to throw my own.
I'll put streamers up in your cell.
And it's done.
I'm glad you joined us, Sorrow. How do you feel?
Warm. Yeah, there's comfort in solitude. It's easier. But there's also comfort in belonging again. I can't imagine returning to Shadow after all of this.
As Mabon said, you are right where you should be.
Of course you'd think that. You just want to keep tabs on me, Ren. Don't like your things out of place.
You are a sobering presence.
As are you.
Not as many people to talk to during the ending sequence. Usually they kind of just like, the entire room lights up with those little icons. Commander, once more you've proved yourself a friend of Kryta and all of Tyria. We can start the festivities in honor of your accomplishments whenever you're ready. Let's get this party started.
Look at this crowd. Nice to see everyone.
Everyone.
I hope you've all been enjoying the evening. It has been delightful to share a glass with so many familiar faces. We are surrounded by friends tonight, new and old. There are many bonds that are just beginning to blossom. We are here to celebrate our victory. But we also celebrate the Alliance and what it represents. Change, productivity, healing. Tyria. There are challenging days ahead of us. We are not ignorant. As long as there is ground beneath our feet, there will be conflict. But we are more prepared to face that conflict when we care for each other. Now, raise a glass to your neighbor. To Tyria and the brightest of futures.
To Tyria!
To the dawn, after a long night of storm.
Oh, hello again, Commander. Lovely to see you. And this place is just beautiful. Well, once you get past the smell, that is. Reminds me of Kaineg. How are you finding life outside of Cantha? I'm managing to find happiness. The Empress is insistent that our people remain involved in these proceedings, so that honor is mine. So, I'll be eager to see home again. I hope you get that chance soon. Well, Commander, it seems you continue to move the earth beneath all of our feet. If there's one thing I have come to count on, it is the impact you have on our world, for good or ill. I hope it is for the good, Empress. I trust that it is. Tuwan saw that quality in you. She and Kunavang. The spark you carry within, I know better than to question their wisdom in this matter. Congratulations, Wayfinder. Thank you, Your Grace.
I'm glad to see your hair brushed, Countess.
If I had to act as liaison between Livia and the Council for one more day, I'd have no hair left to brush.
Thankfully, your responsibility has been fulfilled. For now. Enjoy yourself. Call my hairdresser.
You don't pay me enough to listen to that woman's banter. I'll see if Logan has some time.
That would certainly be a sight. But say, did I see him? Is he here now?
I was hoping you wouldn't notice. He is. Haven't you heard? He's with the Pact again.
As my advisor, you are supposed to tell me these things. How do I look?
With those flushed cheeks? Darling.
It's been decades. You're still crushing on your boy toy. Okay. Sorry, Queen Jenna, but that's Ritlock's boy. I spoke too soon about the ending sequence. Oh my goodness, there is so many people to talk to. Oh, it's you. Hi. Sorry, you caught me in the middle of... Never mind. You look intense, Captain Keel. Something on your mind?
I'm realizing that with the kind of profile the Alliance brings to Lion's Arch, we could use some additional security. The Lion Guard's used to dealing with pirates and scofflaws. We're not trained in protecting world leaders.
Maybe you could speak with the Vigil. Javi's been doing a good job with them. Or Logan. I heard he's back with the Pact.
Thackeray, yes, he'll... I'm sure the Pact's forces would suit our needs. Now, take a couple steps back, Commander. I don't want him thinking we're together.
Ritlock, buddy! Commander, I hear you've gone and gotten yourself yet another title? You collect those things like I collect notches on Sahathin. Also, here you buried a few titans without me. Sorry, yeah. If I'd had known you were free... Free? Ha! Not bloody likely. Krisha's been keeping me busy morning, noon, and night. I'm lucky to even have time to train these days. Much less adventuring. Nah. Feels like those days might be behind me. Never say never, Retlock. Considering that you were in one of the preview shots of the next expansion, yeah, I think the future's looking pretty good for you. No more desk duty, I promise. Wayfinder. Hard to believe how quickly the world can change, isn't it? I admit, it's a great relief that we're no longer need to hide from the rest of Tyrian society. Makes my job 10 times easier. What's been the best part of that shift? Accountability. With the amount of secrecy we used to employ, we only needed to answer to ourselves. Now, we are subject to authority besides our own, and it can only make us better. That's a very progressive mindset, Warden. My God, there's so many of them. Ah, Commander. I should have figured you'd be at the heart of all this. The Pact would have backed you up, but there's still a lot of rebuilding to do, especially now that our mission is worldwide. How have things been going on that front? Slowly. The losses we incurred fighting the Elder Dragons hurt our capabilities, and with Alona and Cantha in play, we're spread pretty thin, but the alliance should help us get back on our feet. Good luck with that. I expect a more thoroughly detailed report on your activities within the week, Commander Wayfinder. How are you holding up, Counselor?
Alive, exhausted, ready for the following forums to commence and finish promptly, though they never do. I'm just keen on returning my attention to Ratasum and the Arcane Council. I don't like leaving either unwatched.
Oh yeah? They giving you a hard time?
Always. Conflicting personalities, conflicting goals. Oh, nothing that I haven't endured before. But ever since the Alliance sprung forth, there's been a certain urgency in the air. Everyone is operating on their own interests. As a society obsessed with procedure, we're not prone to skipping steps. Or four. I feel like everyone's mother, making sure they're not hiding their greens in their pockets.
Please, Evening Commander. You appear to be in fine form as always. What's the word with the Iron Legion, Imperator? Finally starting to feel normal again. Smorter had his claws in every facet of the Iron Legion, so it hasn't been easy stepping into those boots. Something tells me that we'll be... Ugh. Oh my goodness. Something tells me that we'll have more good news to come. I look forward to hearing more about it. The scrolling credits is actually really messing with me too. That's part of it. Commander, or do you go by Wayfinder now? Well, whichever it is, I'm glad to see you again. And I'm unsurprised to see you at the center of events. How are things with the legions? Stable, for now. Dominion forces have dwindled and we have a chance at real unity. Now, we just need someone to lead us. Someone all the legions can rally behind. Best luck with that, Imperator. Commander, from champion of an Elder Dragon to destroyer of Titans. Is there anything on Tyria you can't take down? Should I even ask? I guess I'm just blessed that way. I'm built different. Huh, or cursed. Regardless, you've proven yourself a staunch ally. And all of Tyria owes you a monumental debt. You ever need me, you know where to find me. I'm grateful, Kreacha. See you around. Wayfinder, you have missed me on all front lines, have you? I was torn about leaving before finishing the fight with those beasts, but you seem to have things well in hand. You were a force against the Titans, Malice. Felt good to chip a few stones off those beasties, even if they weren't fully like the Titans that my people once worshipped. Still no shortage of things to deal with back home. I'll let you get back to it then. One more. Dagda. Good to see you, Wayfinder. I wish I could say I was surprised by this victory, but you and I know there's nothing that will keep you down. It was touch and go there a few times, but we had help.
I heard you had an enlightening experience in Bavanisos, Wayfinder. How are you?
Always the wiser, Dagda. I'm okay. Seeing Mabon was jolting, if that was even Mabon.
Who can say? The mists are incomprehensible. It could have been his true spirit, or it could have been a whisper of who he was. But nonetheless, he was with you in one form or another. I just wish I was there to experience it myself. As does Lear. What I'd do just to see him. We're still processing it all. We miss our friend. Lear. He may wear a bold face, but he still mourns. But this is a party. Grab a stein, raise it in the air, for those we lost.
Yeah, that's where like the whole like Miss thing gets kind of tricky, where it's just like, yeah, we saw him die, and yeah, we did run into like a version of him that was more like a ghostly recording than anything. I want to complain that this is also another bad habit that they do at the end of like every expansion, is touching base with every single thing. I feel like I don't need to know everything that's going on. In the background, at least. Until it becomes relevant to the plot. That's just me. I knew leaving the Bearkin in your capable hands was a good thing. I'm sure wherever Aurene is, she'd be proud of your achievements. I know I am. What's next for you, Kaith? Much the same, I'm afraid. Mother's slow recovery continues to vex even our best minds. It makes me wonder whether there is something deeper at the root of her illness. I hope brighter days are ahead for her. Isgarin? Are you alright?
Ah, Wayfinder, I was just about to leave.
Don't like parties?
Not the party type?
No, that much should be apparent by now. I am not immutable, but, well, history takes its toll. Habits born of lifetimes. Still, I can appreciate this moment for what it is, however fleeting.
Wayfinder, this party is... There's so many people, and they all know you. You're damned popular. Not that I'm surprised. I see you're having fun, Pokey.
Your people really know how to party, Wayfinder. Could go stein for stein with us, Bearkin. Been a while since I've had fun for fun's sake. My pa and I both. At least I swear I heard a few chuckles out of him.
They're getting along.
Just happy to see them happy again. Together. Fallen trees may dam the flow of a river, but the water, as always, finds its way home.
So where are you headed after this? Back to the village?
Not a chance. I'm off to the Shiver Peaks. Dawn asked if I wanted to help her with some tasks for Isgarin.
Dawn?
Oh, a bit of a nickname I picked for Sorrow. It's just... Sorrow didn't seem quite right anymore. Now, Dawn. That's a fit. Bright skies ahead and all. Maybe not the most profound of choices. Remember what my pa said about dropping formality to show respect? Well, I felt she earned it.
That's very thoughtful, Pokey. I'm sure she appreciates it.
Now you, Wayfinder, noticed I did that some of your friends still address you as the swashbuckling commander. It's the same idea, yes? A sign of respect from friends who fought by your side. Well, now we've done just that.
I suppose. I don't like where this is going.
Well, I've come up with something to capture the essence of both. What do you think, Comfinder?
I'm walking away now.
No.
Only a bit of razzing. But worry not. One day, I'll stumble across the perfect choice. You wait and see.
It better not be Waymander. Commander, of course you're at the center of things, as always. Goodness, do I want to know what you two are doing here?
I would have expected a much warmer greeting than that, Commander. Naughty, naughty.
Behave, you. Lawson invited us to tag along. We've been spending more time in Lion's Arch these days. Business mostly. And we're not very good at sitting still for very long.
I see your face. It's nothing you need to worry that pretty little head about. We're not up to anything illegal. Just trying to find a home for the club's cash flow. I'm hungry for a good investment. Now ignore us. Enjoy your party. As it we're celebrating.
Oh, maybe making a casino here? Maybe? My buddy? Kanch? Buddy? Commander, good to see you. Always reassuring to see that you're still out there saving the world. I cannot get used to the fact that you have a beard right now. You miss the action, Bram? Sometimes, but my mom was right. I needed to set my own course, not just follow hers. I'm finding my way, and who knows where that way might take me. But for now, I'm good. Glad to hear. Well met, Commander. On behalf of my people and all within the Dominion of Winds, we thank you for your continued bravery and service to Tyria. Do you think the Dominion will open now that things are settling? Our elders are still, understandably, fearful of the ways our people remain under threat. Our talks with Empress Ian and Ayumi, however, have shown progress. Perhaps in our lifetimes. I hope that day comes, Elidris. Hey, Leo, welcome on in. Look at those crawlers come on in. Well, well, the guest of honor wants to speak with me? To what do I owe such an honor? Forgive me, that is too informal? Shall I use Commander or perhaps Wayfinder instead? Clever. Creating distance by pretending we don't know each other. It's good to see you. Haven't forgotten all your lessons in tradecraft, my dear. You know, one of these days you'll need to return to the Chantry for a thorough debriefing. Right. I'll try to make it down there soon. Commander, once again the world owes you an immense debt of gratitude. It seems there's nothing you cannot overcome when you set your mind to it. How goes things with the Pact? Well enough. It has been a challenge, shifting all of our logistical support from one massive threat to many smaller ones, but Marshal Thackeray has done a tremendous job so far. Good luck on the continued reshuffling. No. Ah, Commander, the hero of the hour, no, the year, the decade. Gods will sing songs of you for generations, I'd wager. Maybe there's one verse in that tale for old Javi to appear, eh? You seem in exponentially good spirits. That's because I'm 3 flagons deep already. I was just about to drag Erison over there away to see about finding another keg somewhere. Up for another round together later? That sounds like a party. Have fun. Wayfinder now, is it? It may take some getting used to, but enough pleasantries. Do you have time for a rather delicate and perhaps perplexing inquiry? Yeah, I suppose I have a moment. You've spoken with Empress Yoon up close, yes? I must know. Is she wearing slippers, or does she, like Queen Jenna, go barefoot beneath those voluptuous skirts? Is it an odd human comportment? The thought has never crossed my mind. Excuse me. You're getting kind of weird. You're getting kind of weird for me. The vibes are getting weird with you, Gix. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Eat all the food. One of everything. Delicious. Speaking of food, I still got to go through the cookbook and like share with you guys sometime some of the recipes, and maybe even like, I don't know, take some pictures of it, of like the dishes I do try to make for fun. Wayfinder, fancy seeing you here, though truthfully I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Where a crisis is brewing, you're never far behind. Arena, are you here with the warden?
Wayfinder? I am. My hunters have been assisting the Pact. All of the Astral Ward has. Rifts still plague the Tyrian mainland after all. And between old friends, it's been amusing to see an organization more dysfunctional than the Astral Ward. But I paint no shade. The Pact has experienced similar trials to our own. I have great empathy for their struggles. And with Logan Thackeray joining them at the helm, they are on a healthy path. I could even see a future where the Astral Ward functioned as one of their orders. We have more similarities than differences.
Welcome back, and congratulations, Commander. You're a constant source of inspiration to us all. Oh, you don't mind if I call you that, do you? Only that's what Bram calls you. A friend of Bram is a friend of mine. Thanks. Yeah, Father wanted to come down this time, but, well, his health isn't what it used to be. That's why Sigfast stays home. He's keeping one eye on Father and the other on Holbreck. Wish your family well for me, Scardy. Hi, Commander. You do all of us honor with your continued acts of heroism and selflessness. You will always be an honorary Sunspear in my eyes, my friend. Much appreciated, Spear Marshal. How are things in Alona? Every day we recover more and more of the freedom and safety that we once had before Joko or Balthazar. Our people are resilient, and your many sacrifices give them hope. Their courage is one of the things that inspires me, Spear Marshal. Hi, Commander. It pleases me to see you once again. Our people will forever be in your debt, and yet you have not stopped being at the center of Tyria's many problems. Do you ever tire? More than you know, but it's worth it. Such humility. Your continued success gives me renewed faith that Cormyr was right to leave the world in our hands, especially when there are those like you to help guide our path forward. I will continue to do what I can, Counselor. We're almost at the end of it. Oh my goodness. It is always good to celebrate these victories, and more often than not, I feel it is owing to your heroism and dedication. You are an inspiration, Wayfinder. I've had so much support, I couldn't do any of this alone. Indeed, just as it is for my people, Our shared dream is what gives us strength and a shared sense of purpose. You embody that with all that you do. It's my honor to serve, Firstborn. Good evening, Commander. I hope you find the festivities suitable. Captain Keel insisted on only the best. The international buffet was her idea. Have you sampled all the different foods yet? I haven't yet, Commodore, but it looks incredible. I tried the Canthan spiced and sour soup, and by Balthazar, it's hot. I bet my grandfather Kobaya would feel the sweat on his brow. I may have to see about finding some milk. Excuse me. Best of luck, Commodore. Oh, can't handle spicy, huh? Wayfinder, I owe you more than words can say. The future may feel challenging, but I am hopeful. That is something. Though there are some serious faces for a soiree.
Ah, Wayfinder. Yes, our conversation is not a light one. Don't let us sully your good time.
Tell me.
Well, today I revealed myself to the Alliance, but next,
The Bearkin will understand in time. The coming months may challenge them, but without challenge, there can be no growth.
I know you're right, but I wish there was an easier way.
It will be worth it. As you well know, I'd long averted my gaze from that notion. But then, I met one whose life fire shone so brilliantly, I could no longer look away.
Alder, without you and Pokey, I'd have never gotten this far. That goes for you too, Wayfinder.
Indeed. On behalf of the Lowlanders, you have my highest gratitude, Wayfinder. And on behalf of two Bearkin, who know the cruel torment of goodbyes left unsaid, farewell. For now, may the fire inside forever guide you home.
There's one more somewhere. Where are you? You're around here somewhere. Where are you? Come on, I gotta touch all the story beats. Or did I already? Hold on. Let me double check. Who am I missing? Livia. Where would she be? Definitely not outside. There's Frode. There's Anise. I don't think there's a holding cell in here, is there? Because she's definitely, like, gonna be locked up for what she did. Maybe check up all the way upstairs, because for some reason it's still letting me explore the entire building. So she's probably, like, off to herself, probably. Maybe. Nope. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. I'm being very sneaky. There we go. I can't believe that, that happened. Also, like, you get caught on the, like, some of these, staircases, too. Oh, you're all the way up here. Okay.
Oh, Commander. I was just thinking. It's lovely out here, isn't it? Sorry, I'm not really in the mood for pleasantries. We'll talk again when everything settles down.
All right. Ooh.
Have a nice evening, Commander. Looks like the weather's finally breaking, so enjoy it while it lasts.
I'll do that.
Gotta make sure I have room, after all. Alright. So, that pretty much wraps up all of Janthir Wilds from start to finish. Don't mind the Mad King. Don't worry. We're gonna do a little bit of you know, personal thoughts and whatnot. I'll try to be very quick about it. So I mean, my personal thoughts is that I think it did it again. It had a very strong start, and then a very kind of not very good finish. I feel like the final fight was very lackluster. It didn't feel like a final confrontation for the expansion. It was just 3 random shadows that had some pretty basic attack patterns and whatnot. Nothing too intricate. Nothing too interesting. It's just fight the 3 guys, use the MacGuffin, that was it. It was very cut and dry. Everything about this particular part was very off. Everything about it just felt off. It felt very, very rushed. The cutscenes felt rushed. Some of like how the scenes played out felt very rough. Like, I feel like some of the stuff that, like, while dialogue is happening, I feel like the character should be doing something. Instead, it was dialogue and then awkward silence as I do this weird animation, and then, okay, we'll continue the dialogue. The pacing was very off. The whole deal with the fact that Bavanisos was supposed to be kind of like, it definitely felt like it was supposed to be part of the Mistburn Barrens. Like, that was supposed to be one map together. Again, another Drizzlewood Coast type of deal. But for some reason they decide to split it into 2 maps, and Bavanisos felt very rushed. Like, even the events that you had to force me to do in order to progress with the story felt not very polished. And they were not fun to do. Especially when you're trying to solo stuff and, you know, you're in a non-populated map. That was a rough part. I'm gonna probably... I haven't really decided yet, but I'm probably gonna cut that out of the stream and say, like, yeah, you know, montage, whatever. But that part felt very sluggish and not very fun. The pacing was just not good. Speaking of pacing, overall with the story, it was all over the place too. It took too long on certain parts that I feel like were not that important, but also like rushing parts that shouldn't have been rushed. And I feel like that part 3 and part 4 of Janthir Wilds, that I feel like it could have been combined into one part and then the pacing would have been okay. Because keep in mind that how this worked for this expansion and for Secrets of the Obscure was that they initially release one half of the expansion and then they do like updated patches for the other half. And you would think, yeah, that actually would probably work, but for some reason something is happening. I'm guessing lack of staffing is just not working out. And then on top of that, they're probably also working on, you know, the expansion in the background while also doing these releases. So you can tell that they're being spread thin, which does make me worried about, you know, how this next expansion is going to play out. But overall, I think it was a little bit better than Secrets of the Obscure, but that's not a very high bar. Secrets of the Obscure was definitely a low point. Icebrood Saga, like, I consider that a low point, but Secrets of the Obscure, looking back and how all of that played out, like, yeah, no, that's the new low bar. But, you know, again, I'll highlight some positives. It was kind of interesting to see the War Claws be reutilized for non-world versus world stuff. A very odd decision to give them a triple jump like that, just to make it work. I think they're kind of struggling a little bit with competing with the sky scale, because like a lot of the other mounts are kind of like, you know, they got their own niches, but you also have to ask yourself, okay, but like the sky scale can also do this but better. And it's like, great, you know, you just pretty much made the Springer kind of useless by doing that. Even the Jackal, like the Jackal doesn't seem to get as much love either. And then the next expansion's expanding on the Skimmer, which is like, all right, fine, you know, like we kind of all knew that the Skimmer was going to get some love and it's going to be underwater based probably, along with some other stuff, but at the same time, like, it's just, I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned for Guild Wars 2's future in some senses. But we'll just have to see how that plays out for the next story stream we do of this. Which is, you know, the Visions of Eternity expansion. But I hope all of you will tune in for that when that does release. And when I have time to, because, you know, holiday times it gets a little bit tight on stuff. That's when life for me gets pretty busy. And I was already kind of considering like taking a little bit of a break for maybe just a month. Just a month. But we'll see how that plays out.